Hi, my name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on those issues which impact the family. We call it family law. We don't call it divorce law because it's not just divorces. It could be custody matters. It could be anything that goes along in your family. It could be matters that have to do with property or if somebody dies. Today we're going to talk about family law matters that involve drunk driving. Drunk driving is a thing that could very well impact any kind of family. You don't have to ask many people that you run into, have you ever had this occur in your family where someone was involved in drunk driving? So today's video is going to be about the life cycle of a drunk driving case and what might one expect if they're charged with drunk driving. Okay, so drunk driving is, generally speaking, a first offense. It is generally a misdemeanor offense. It's not like getting a traffic ticket. It's not something that, you know, if you're speeding, you may get pulled over and then they give you this ticket, you pay a fine and goodbye. It is a crime. And because it is a crime, it goes to the same kind of structure as any other crime in terms of the courts. So there'll be an arraignment, which means a formal telling you of what the charge is. The court will set up a pretrial conference first to determine what happened in the case, what's the history of the defendant, is there a possibility that the case can be resolved by way of plea bargain or otherwise, and if it can, then that's pursued. That possibility is explored. The court might set up another pretrial or a final pretrial conference, or maybe set up a hearing in order to consider taking a plea. If that will happen, then there would be a separate hearing for the taking of the plea, and before the court sentences the person, the court will likely send that person to a probation screening, where the court will have the person interviewed by someone in the probation department to determine what the recommendation is for sentencing of this guy. In order to do that, they're going to want to look at, you know, what kind of guy is he? Does he have an alcohol habit? Should he be considered an alcohol problem? What's his overall criminal history like? What's his personal life like? And then that court will fashion a sentence because it's the policy of the state of Michigan to favor individualized sentencing. So you can't really get individualized sentencing unless you know who the guy is. So they send you to this, and then there's a sentencing hearing. That's the life cycle of those kind of cases. Now, what I just described to you in 30 seconds is something that could take many, many months to accomplish, but that's generally how it works. If the court determines by talking to the attorneys and talking to the parties that it cannot be resolved, then the court sets the matter down for a trial. Oftentimes when there's a trial, first you have to pick a jury if it's a jury trial. So there'll be a jury selection, which is a whole complicated process. And once the jury is selected, it's then impaneled and proofs are taken. There's a prosecutor, the defense, witnesses are called, exhibits are shown, and all this stuff like you see on TV. That's a trial. That's a different kind of thing. That's only pursued if the matter cannot be otherwise resolved. If you have any questions about that, of course, reach out. We'll be glad to help you out.